If you find yourself in the hospital, there are 3 keys to having a better stay. Number 1, stay in control. Number 2, know your team. And number 3, set up a channel of good communication. So about staying in control, you want to know what's happening and you want to make your own decisions, just like outside of the hospital. And there are 4 things that you need to know about every test, every procedure, and really every medication that we prescribe. So what's the purpose of this treatment or investigation? What are the common side effects that you should expect or are possible? What are the serious side effects, even if they're rare? And then finally, what are the alternatives to this treatment? Is there something else that we can do, or is it really necessary? So those are the 4 key things that you should know: the purpose, the common side effects, the rare if serious side effects, and the alternatives. Number 2, know your team. We all dress the same in greens and white coats, so sometimes it's hard to tell who's who. So don't be shy. Ask what that person's name is and what their role is in your care, of course in a friendly way. It could be a nurse, a respiratory technician, an occupational therapist, a social worker, or a dietitian, all important in your care. As for doctors, what is the specialty? Surgeon, hospitalist, internist, and what is their role in your care? But there's one doctor that you really need to know, and that's the attending physician, or what we call the most responsible physician, MRP. So they're the quarterback of your care in the hospital. So they're the ones that are writing the chart and visiting you virtually every day. Find out when your attending physician is coming by and have a list of questions that you might have. Important things to talk about with your attending physician is, what's the plan? And of course, with a course in the hospital, the plan may change depending on conditions and the results of tests. What's the working diagnosis? What's the schedule of the tests, and what should you expect from them? Are there some procedures coming up, and how do you prepare? And what about the results of those tests? And then finally, what's the expected length of stay? When will you be going home? And when you are being discharged, it's really important to know, when do you follow up for further tests if needed? Are there changes in your medications? And when should you see your family doctor? This information could be recorded on a whiteboard that many hospitals have right at your bedside. Or if it's not available, you can keep a large pad of paper where you can write down your questions and the answers. A useful tip is ask us to write it down for you. In the case of the doctor, get us to print. And make sure your family doctor has information about your hospital stay. When you're admitted, make sure they know who your family doctor is and that you would like the information and results be sent to them. Your family doctor could also send information from the community back to the hospital that might be important in your care. So I wish you a healthy hospital stay. If you'd like further information or be able to download some of these key points and other tips for both care in the hospital as well as care in the community, please check the link below.